دنيا محمد soo dhawaaw duniya iyo cabdalla saciid wacays. cabdi maxamed baafa soo dhawaaw adi iyo tiimkaaga igala wareeg marka insha allah. panelka labaad kor ayaa laga rabaa marka dadka loo baahan yahay inay kor aadaan waxaa ka mid ah caasho samatar, cabdulaahi cabdulqaadir jaamac, xamse cabdiwahaab iyo maxamed cabdiraxmaan. zaynab ayaa daadihin doonta dabaqa kore. fadlan taga, waa dhallinyarada ayaa doodaasi ku saabsan tahay marka cid kastoo xiiseynaysa doodaha dhallinyarada fadlan kor ha tagaan. same haddii uu na maqlayo isaguna kor ha aado insha allah. faysal warsame, faysal warsame. salaadi miya kala sheegay soo dhow ha waa ka idinka damina.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أنا magacayga waxaa la yiraahdaa Cabdi Axmed Maxamed Baafo, waxaan agaasimo ka ahay xarun ay isugu yimaadaan dadka cirada badan sideedoo kale iyo dhalinyaradan madaxa madow maarta. waxaan isku daynaa in ay aqoontii iyo waayarnimadii lagu tuhmayay jiilkii hore in loo soo gudbiyo dhalinyarada loo soo gudbiyo maarta. waxaan aad ugu faraxsanahay inaan xiriirinayo doodan qiimaha leh meesha ka dhici doonta hadii la yiraahdo. awalan waxaan rabi lahaa markii la soo socday sacab ma dhicina bal loo sacbiyo dadkan dooda ka qayb galay. soo dhaweyntaas kadib waxaan rabaa inaan waxaan leenahay hal sacab aan la siiyay sidaan aan u qaybsanaynaa marka. qaybta hore oo 30 daqiiqo ah waxaan siinaynaa panelkan siinaynaa dadkan dooda ku jiraan siinaynaa. nus saacna waxaan siin doonaa haddii ilaahay yiraahdo dhageystayaasha ka qaybgalayaasha inay su'aalo ay weydiiyaan maarta. waxaan ku hormaraynaa soo jeedinta nasraan ku hormari doonaa haddii ilaahay yiraahdo. haddaad noo sii daysaan nasra waa fiicnaan lahayd. qof walbaba hadhowtaan u soo noqon doonaa laakiin saan waqtiga u dhaqaalino nasra noo soo daaya. nasra halkan lama joogto, waxa ay muuqaalkeedaan arki doonaa haddii ilaahay yiraahdo iyo waxa ay ka hadli doonto.
is the role of ordinary business. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Nasra Muhammad and is the role of ordinary business women in Somaliland is peace and stability. So generally when we are talking about peace and stability, normally what people talk about is the role of traditional leaders, the role of elders, the role of like these people who has a bit titles. But it is very rare that people talk about the ordinary people, the people who are busy doing their day-to-day life and what's their role. So normally when it comes to women who own small businesses, it's almost like a forgotten people because like nobody thinks about that they have a role, but in fact that they do have a role, and specifically in a peace and stability. So going to that, it's like So this paper is normally talks about how the businesswoman in Somaliland, particularly in Hargeisa, in years in between 1991 all the way to 2000, and what was their role and how were their participation in stability and peace building in Somaliland. So generally, and when it comes to peace building or like peace and stability, for a mother or for a young woman or for a sister, it is a necessity for all women around and for all people around the globe. But within Somali society, wars had a special impact on a women and also children because they're more vulnerable than the men. And for that reason, when the war is ended, when Somaliland was proclaimed its independence and we came back to as a Hargeisa, actually the city was almost destroyed and there was nothing to come back to because there were no markets, the whole country was being destroyed. And for today, when we are talking about peace in Somaliland, like one of that things is that you will see in every like panel or a big picture is a woman selling gold in a market of Hargeisa. But these women who are selling gold, who are now a highlight or something that people associate with the people in Somaliland, that's not where it started. It comes back. It is like it was been something that women started long before. So this is actually a picture of Hargeisa in 1992 for a group of women who were selling groceries and fruits and like these vegetables in the market of Hargeisa. As a background, like people in Somaliland were being known to their role of when it comes to business. So actually, this is a picture of in Berbera, because in Berbera in 17th century and 19th century there was an event that used to happen there, which was called a yearly event with the name of Berbera Business Fair. So Berbera Business Fair was a place that that the people from Bulahar, people from China, India, and Arabs, and also people from meet, and then they used to exchange things and buy from each other. So it was a market that was well functioning at that time. And this is a woman selling a traditional handmade thing that we call harar. So that's like just as a piece of decoration. Going to this research, it's like when we talk about women in peace and stability, what comes to our mind is that how did they participate in that? What did they do? So I concluded into parts. One was like financial stability and how women were being able to provide for their families when people came back to country. So it's like normally being able to send to your kids to school, being able to pay the health or like education and basic necessities, and also when a mom can afford to send her kids to school, then there is a decline of the people joining the militias, especially the young people, because now they have a house and then they have a food and then they have a school. So it's like normalizing the life, and then but. At that time, mainly women were. I don't have a statistics till now, but actually a lot of women are the main source of income for families across the Somali region. The other thing that women were being very, especially those ordinary women, were very good at, especially in that year.